Buckwild, you are wilding right now. Next on the list is Like That.
Like that.
And that's the way it is.
Yeah, that's the way she is, all right. Let me tell you. Like that was I'm gonna say like that was fake to me. Because even if you watch the episodes, like that was so cool with me, so nice to me, always like very like motherly almost to me, like big sister type energy. So then when she came to me and was like having this discussion about like, oh, where are you from? Rancho Cucamonga ain't the hood, all this other shit. I'm like, who is telling you to say this shit? Because me and you have regular conversations every fucking day. And all of a sudden now you want to have this conversation like out of nowhere. That's weird, right? So then after I got upset when we had that conversation, you see her like comforting me and hugging me and all that shit. And she's like, yeah, because like the producers made me ask you that shit. Like, and she felt bad about it because that's not how she fucking felt. So if you gonna go do some shit that the producers tell you to do and then come back to me and act like, oh, I'm so sorry, like, no, bitch, like that's some fake ass shit to me. Like, no.
Dang, Dara, the producers put her up to that.
And it's like even after the show, like she invited me to her house in New York, and it's just like obviously you don't think what you're saying. You don't think that because you never thought that on your own fucking thought.
Mm-hmm.
So for you to do some shit just because like your storyline is running out is whack to me.
She brought up a topic that people, I think, that has become, I won't say synonymous with your name, but like it's a part of the Buckwild discussion within this realm of reality TV, which was, is she using a Blaccent? Is she putting on? Is she faking it? And then, of course, when you got eliminated, Flavor Flave making it better and was like, yo, where did your accent go? What's your response to that conversation around your persona and how you choose to communicate?
I mean, just like what I told you about the Dara situation, the Flav situation is the same thing. Me and Flav had about 5 billion conversations where that never came up. But during that elimination, when me and him are going back and forth, the producers pull him aside and then he comes back and he says, where the fuck did your accent go? So it's not like that's some shit that he was thinking in his head. That was not his fucking thought process at the time. That was the producers trying to be like, okay, this is the angle that we're gonna go to end this person's story, which is fine because I've seen a lot of other people have much fucking worse ways to end a fucking show. Like if you gonna eliminate me just like where the fuck did your accent go, that's fine. Like I explaining how I talk to people is just like talking to a wall for me. Like, what do you want me to say about how I talk? Like, do I feel like I'm walking around imitating a black person when I speak? Absolutely fucking not. Like, that's so crazy to me. Like, I understand that my voice changes, but I feel like so many people have different inflections to their voice depending on their mood, depending on their attitude, depending on who they're talking to. A lot of people nowadays they call it fucking code switching, or all kinds of different stuff. But the fact of the matter is, I don't sit here and think about what the fuck comes out of my mouth or how I'm saying it before I fucking say it. So to me, it's a non-conversation. But people like to talk about it. It's good. It gets people into a conversation. It keeps people in the comments. You literally can't please everybody. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Did you being portrayed that way ever have like an effect on you in real life? Were people ever coming up to you in real life and being like, "Why are you talking like that? Why are you doing that?" Like, did it affect you in any way?
Like nobody's ever actually come up to my I'm sorry, I have this weird like nobody's
No, you look
actually
no, it looks fine.
nobody has ever come up to my face in real life and been like, oh, like, why do you talk like that? Or some, never in real life. Of course, the internet, yes. But I mean, like, you really got to think about this, okay? I'm on a show with all black women, primarily. Maybe there's two other white people there, but really, it's a show with a lot of strong black women. If any
Mm-hmm.
of these fucking women thought I was on this fucking show trying to put on an imitation of a fucking black person, like I really thought that I was a different race than I am, I guarantee you they would not have been my fucking friend, been cool with me, joked around with me. Like, wouldn't happen.
I think, I don't feel that way about you. I don't. But I think for the people who have that criticism, I just think back to like some of your green screens in your interviews when you would be like, my mom and dad are like I think you said like the whitest people, and like maybe something about you watching TV and like that's where it came from, or listening to music. I think maybe people having those sound bites in their head is what makes it feel like it's a costume being put on, and not necessarily this was your upbringing. These were the people that you were around.
My growing up is TV. Like, I'm an only child. I didn't hang out with people. I had a single mom. Like, everything. I stayed in my house a lot as a kid. Watched TV, movies all day long, magazines. Like, I didn't really grow up hanging out with other people. So, I mean, for me, like, I don't know how to say, like, I don't know what, like, I didn't.
No, you're saying it. Listen,
So
stand
like,
up in it.
You're right. I didn't grow up around Black people. I didn't grow up around anybody. I grew up by myself. Like, do I love Black people? Love Black culture? Love Black music? Absolutely. Like, do I think I'm a Black person? No. Like,
the point is, it's not something that you're putting on saying this is what I'm going to do. I'm choosing to talk like this. I'm doing this intentionally. You saying, no, this is just who I am naturally.
No, I don't care enough to sit and think and plot about what the fuck comes out of my mouth. I don't have time for that. I wouldn't be fucking funny if I thought about everything I said before it came out of my fucking mouth. Like, that's just not how it fucking works. And I get what you're saying about like the green screens and stuff like that and jokes, but I think a lot of people don't understand that I come from a stand-up comedy background, all right? And what you do is in stand-up comedy is you make fun of yourself, right? So if people put that on you, what you're gonna laugh at yourself. So if other people are making jokes about that with me, if other people are making jokes about that of me, I'm gonna get in on the joke too. Like, you ain't gonna be the only one laughing. I'm gonna laugh at myself too. So, I mean, if you gonna make a joke about it, I'm gonna make a joke about it.
You gonna make a joke about it.
On comments the other day saying, "Oh, she looked like Gypsy Rose," and I'm gonna post a picture of me side by side with fucking Gypsy Rose because it's fucking funny. Like, if it's funny, I can laugh. Like, I'm sorry if you're offended, then I'm sorry. Everybody's fucking offended. Be offended. Like, I cannot help you if you're offended by me. Go be offended by Donald Trump. Go be offended by Rachel Dolezal. Don't be offended by my little voice.
I know that's right. And I love how you put that. I appreciate it.